बिहाइंड द सीन्स बताइए सर, हाउ वाज इट और कौन जीता?
मैं दंगल अखाड़े से बड़ा दंगल उससे पहले ही शुरू हो गया था.
अच्छा.
बिकॉज आई थिंक आई वाज द रिलक्टेंट पहलवान. They approached me for a movie titled Pehlwaan, and I was nursing a back injury, no body, nothing. And I said, "Sir, really?" So Krishna sir was here, kind enough to come down and give me a narration. And I think same day he met Anna also.
Right.
So he gave the narration. They said, "Sir, we are looking for an actor. Body will take care. Don't worry." I said, "Okay." But then I reached the sets, and it's not your language. I had done Telugu, couple of Telugu films almost like 12 years back.
Right.
And I realized that when the language is not the actor's language, you can't play around, you can't really give your 100%.
Right.
So I had stopped doing other languages. They somehow convinced me, and I landed on the sets, and I was very nervous. Because Kannada मतलब बिल्कुल ही अलग ना, कभी सुनी भी नहीं थी ठीक से. And I was not really able to perform, and all thanks to Sudeep. Being the hero, he could have chosen to कि ये actor तो work नहीं कर रहा है, कुछ और करते हैं. He could have quietly sat in one corner and let the director handle his mistake.
Right.
कि क्यों cast किया. But this guy was kind enough to stand behind the camera and prompt me in Kannada to build my confidence, give me that boost. So दंगल तो पहले दिन से शुरू हो गया था. मुझे बाद में प्रद्युम्न, the AD, who was insistent behind my name, I believe, he said, "Sir, we had decided we want an actor, not the Pehlwaan. The choice was either take a bodybuilder or an actor.
Absolutely.
So we opted for you. But then first day when you had language problems, sir, we said, shit, actor bhi nahi mila." So it's only after the confidence the whole unit gave me, Krishna sir, especially Sudeep. I mean, really, I really owe this one to you. So,
Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Sudeep sir, everybody is giving you credit. अन्ना ने भी इतने प्यार से कह दिया आपके लिए फिल्म, और उन्होंने तो ऐसे पॉइंट करके कहा ये आदमी ऐसे करके. सर ने भी आपको ही क्रेडिट दिया. Everybody is like after your life इस अच्छी चीज के लिए. What do you have to say? जैसे हम देख रहे हैं पूरे देश के अलग अलग जगह से इसमें एक्टर्स हैं. We have some brilliant people. तो वो oneness जो है इंडस्ट्री की, that was there somewhere, but now it's literally there. जो ट्रेंड इस समय चल रहा है. What do you have to say on that?
Across the globe, I guess if you see, there are very huge films, huger films, not so huge films. We actually, like, if you see any trailer or something, we always open it up, we watch it. But that doesn't belong to us, we are just viewers. When we make a film, that is our big film. That is my Gladiator, that is my Ben-Hur, that is my Titanic, that is my Avatar, right? That is mine. So I guess what is ours is what we need to garnish, decor, everything. And this is not about one film we are doing for a payment, and this is not some film. I have never treated my films like that. I will only go to a shooting if something is exciting me.
Right.
And if it is exciting me, probably you should understand if we are making a film over a period of 1.5 years, there is all chances that we lose interest. Interest varies. There will be clashes, there will be discussions, there will be unnecessary things happening, but I guess still holding on and making it look one unit, going behind one intention is what makes a cinema a beautiful cinema.
Right.
Either ways, you will have a release.
Right.
But we can make it a better one.
Yes.
Sushant is there with a belief. He doesn't come from a Kannada background.
Yeah.
Which, if that nuance we can understand, I don't think we'll be stuck with all images per se.
Right.
Oh, I'm so and so, he is so and so.
Yeah.
So there are scenes where Sushant has to overtake me, and he better overtake me. Otherwise, the scene will fall.
Yes.
So if I'm going to look around like, no, I'm going to do better because he's an actor, I need to prove myself as an actor. What is there to prove? I want him to do well. My film has to look good.
Right.
And he was so, like, as he himself said, he was so reluctant, he was looking worried and scared, only because of the language. See, once we do not have control over something, whether it is a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini, whatever, you don't know, you can't have a control over the car, what's the big deal, you're going to crash.
Yeah.
That is the fear. I think we have casted them, it's our duty, responsibility to make another actor from another fraternity feel better amongst us. And then once he was comfortable, he goes one step ahead and today has dubbed Kannada in his own language.
Wow, wow, that's a big thing.
In his own voice, I mean.
Yeah.
See, that takes a lot. Even he could have left it, no? That अब मेरा काम हो गया, अभी तो कोई और कर देंगे. तो dubbing actors तो बहुत सारे हैं कन्नड़ा में. अच्छे करेंगे इनसे भी. No, that is there. That accent will always be there, percentage. But he has gone. He is forced Kichappa. He said no, and not that. What he did, he agreed. He's done really well there, and that also takes a lot.
Yes.
And when Anna is standing and pointing at me, that is his sweetness.
Yes, it is.
See, even when we are calling Sunil Anna, we will not throw a character which doesn't suit him, just so we can have a bite of a fruit or a sweet. Just his brother. He's there. You saw him. He looks amazing, fitter than all of us, naturally. So I guess this is it. And Krish is producing for the first time, actually, Swapna. So I guess it's we all woke up for one intention. So that is Pehlwaan.
And the result is for all of us to see. We've just loved it. Response has been amazing जितना अब तक आया है. बाकी it's over to you because मेरे पास तो बड़े सारे सवाल हैं. So we'll start with you wonderful people. कहाँ से question आ रहा है पहला? जी. Okay. Do we have a mic for her? Thank you.
Hi, I would like to first of all congratulate Krishna and all of you. And I also would like to say that this movie reminded a bit about Gladiator. Yeah, because the victory and the fame of the warrior and the quest of the soul. So I would like to know more about it from you, that how did it feel from inside while working as a character for this movie, Pehlwaan? What was your strength and your mental ability while doing this role?
It was quite bad, man. Because I'm not Suniel sir. I'm very much Sushant. We wake up, eat beautiful breakfast, tasty lunch, yummy dinner, followed up with a little bit of juices here and there. So we had our lifestyle intact and our image is also very intact and we were all fine. I just did one silly mistake of one day we happened to have seen, everybody has seen how it all happened, like a Sultan or a Dangal. And we had seen these movies. One night it so happened, in the night of feel good, we all feel nice, right?
Yes.
After. So
After juices.
after the juices. So I just happened to tell Krishna,
Yes.
who actually wasn't a proper juice man. His senses were right. I just threw something which I don't even remember. So he happened to come couple of weeks later. He said, "Sir, एक बहुत अच्छा idea है." तो मैंने एक date दे दी. So my history with him goes very the typical commercial scripts and nods, जहाँ बहुत सारे कपड़े होते हैं, इधर से इधर तक, वैसे फिल्म्स बनाए हमने. तो इनका जो नरेटिव स्टाइल है ये जो है कि ये बिल्डअप्स थोड़ा कम देते हैं. जैसे कि सर एक टाइटल बनाया है तो बहुत अच्छा टाइटल है सर, आप सुनेंगे तो ये वो, दैट ही डजंट नो, ही स्ट्रेट फ्लैट से. सो इट सो हैपेंस ऐसे, हाँ सर एक स्क्रिप्ट बना है तो टाइटल है सर पहलवान. मैम आई वेंट साइलेंट फॉर अ व्हाइल. I said, ये कैसे हो गया? I said, what is this about? Sir, that day you told about a certain thing and I just happened to hear a script and we worked out and it is beautiful. I said, beautiful है यार, why have you come to me? इतने अच्छे लोग हैं इंडस्ट्री में जो फिटनेस में है, why will I want to do this? Right? There's a small debate which happened, man. And actually, in the first place, I ignored it. I told him, see, this is not going to happen. In fact, I suggested 2-3 names. I said, go to them. After a week, I called him back.
Okay.
After a lot of thinking, I asked him, is that offer still open? So he said, sir, it's not gone anywhere. I said, then come over.
Okay.
So once he came over, ma'am, I actually asked him, see, this is going to be a process for me. This is not going to be easy for me.
True.
because during CCL time, we used to go down for breakfast in a couple of hotels.
Okay.
You know that we have a lobby and we pass through. We used to be early morning heading straight to the breakfast, ma'am, the buffet and the luxurious ones. And we used to see people like them with a shaker and moving around.
Yes.
So they are very much there.
Yes.
Now I asked him, this is a process, and are you going to be ready to travel with me as well?
Yes, yes.
So they did. So it has been a process where my discipline changed,
Try.
lifestyle changed, and well supported by everybody, ma'am. I used to be 89.5 kgs before this.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I came down to 73.5.
Oh, great. Yes.
But now I feel better because lesser gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so
Medium
much.
size,
Thank
yeah.
you so much. This is Pew Sarkar, scriptwriter. Very nice talking to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Mayura. My question is for Mr. Suniel Shetty. So, like, obviously, for you to be, getting your first Kannada film at this stage of your career. So, how would you just summarize this? Like, was it overwhelming for you?
I was in a confused state whether I wanted to continue working or I didn't want to work. Like I said, the sabbatical was a 4-year sabbatical. But then when something good comes to you, you also want to test waters. I didn't know, you get this feeling of doubt. Do you remember even to act? And I think I was going through that stage. Not a very good frame of mind. But then at the same time I said, it's Kannada. Not that I was very familiar with the language because I speak Tulu, but it's also my turf, it's also my territory. It's also someone like Kichcha who's offered me something like this with Krish. It's a good subject, it's up my alley. And after, I don't think I even debated. I was debating the other film that I was doing. But then I said a yes because I know somewhere down the line you're in safer waters. You know that this film has an X amount of audience because of Kichcha and because of the combination of Krishna and Kichcha. So because I was safe, I said, let me give it a shot. But finally happy that I did it because suddenly you realize that that's exactly the trend that is there. There's cross-pollination. Actors are doing films across the board. So I'm glad I took the decision at the right time.
Kichcha, here. Do you think that professionally this is a very good phase for you? Because you are there in Dabang, Saira and this film. It's all, can we call it a comeback into Bollywood films?
So it started with actually folk, man, even much ahead. I guess it was around 2008, 2007, around that time actually. And then landed up with a couple of films. And then came Makhi. But then I guess probably the phase cinema is going through right now is much bigger, brighter than my personal things. Because too many interactions are happening, give and take is happening, export, import is happening. Too many things are happening. So I guess I'm lucky my foundation started there, which laid a very beautiful platform that, there is a bit of familiarity which I could, I didn't have to start from A for Apple. There is always, there's already a journey which has got a history. And that has landed me here today. Again, many things has connections to how I'm doing in my own state also. It's all added on right now, and rightfully, I guess the transition that's happening within all cinema fraternities is beautiful. I guess I'm lucky that I'm in this era right now.
You also look as fit as a fiddle, and you show your knees, not your age. How do you maintain your energies? Would you like to give the mantra to the youngsters to be able to keep up their energies at the youthhood also?
Ma'am, I've been 29 for a very long time, and I have refused to grow. I have no reasons to grow. So I don't understand where this age came from, but I'm 29, man. If any doubts, like...
You look sweet 16.
Man, that's your greatness there. Let us not move ahead with this topic before Sunil Anna says he's 30.
Would you like to share your fitness mantra, like how do you keep up your energies? Because watching you in the trailer, it seems you have worked very hard.
Like every good actor needs a good director. Everybody who's training, we need a good trainer, man. We need to hire the right people who can guide us in the right way. There's always a right way and not so very right way to everything. I have no knowledge about all this. आप मुझे कुछ खाने देंगे तो खा जाऊंगा. तो अगर if I have to cook, I can cook, man. But this part is not my forte at all. So I just had to be agreeing with somebody. There was a nutritionist, there's everybody. But during this phase, there was a no to everything. I want to touch something, no. Do that, no. So it was like that. So, and from that phase to coming to this character where hardly any clothes on me, took a lot. For the first day when actually I had to come down with this costume man, from the vanity van to the location was, trust me, the most difficult steps I've taken in my life. I'm only looking at who all are watching. See, for them they may be used to. I am not used to walking around like that. So it was very difficult. Thank God I was fit at least a bit that I could do that. But then after a couple of days of shooting, man, that's when I realized what freedom is all about. After that, I refused to wear anything. It was very nice. And as an actor, there is no wardrobe where we have permutation combination of what to wear, how to look nice. I mean, I looked the same from every angle for the first time. And I liked it, man.
Sunil, sir, to your straight. Hi, Jyoti this side from Movies Adda. First of all, आज 22 अगस्त है और आज ही माना शेट्टी मैम का भी बर्थडे है, so a very happy birthday to her. And आज के दिन ये ट्रेलर लॉन्च हुआ है. आप as you know पहलवान फिल्म में उनके गुरु के रूप में नजर आने वाले हैं. So अपने कैरेक्टर के बारे में और क्या बताना चाहेंगे आप हमें?
I think mentor हूँ, गुरु हूँ और एक पिता समान हूँ फिल्म में और इसलिए exciting रहा क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं वो ठहराव, वो एज, वो जो उम्र मैं हमेशा प्ले करना चाहता था. You know, it's always best to play your age. Has come out beautifully. Between I think Krishna and Kichcha, they managed my character very, very well. And I think after a long break, coming back and playing a character like this with a lot of emotions, a lot of aggression also is a good feeling. So Kushu, and thank you for wishing Mana. Krish, he's got me out on her birthday, so I'm in trouble anyways. But thank you.
Kichcha sir, of course you have already answered it, but still, you know, so many films coming this year and all in multiple languages. So how does it feel? You know, lots of things in your plate. What do you have to say?
Lots of things on my plate exactly when I don't eat, man. It's always wonderful because as an actor, what more do you want? You know, it's not about the releases or the number of languages. The fact that many people across need you, want you. See, the day an actor is not required, the day nobody's writing for you out there is when you're actually dead. It's not 4 to 5 flops that kills an actor. What kills an actor is you not wanted anywhere or nobody writing for you. That's a very scary moment. Today, when so many people are writing for me, when so many people need me, I think there cannot be a better thing for an actor than this, that, you know, you're required, they call you, they want you. And all you have to do is just take a flight, man, that also is catered. Just go there and just do what they want, and it's a beautiful moment.
Lastly to Sushant sir, आप इस फिल्म के दौरान जब भी आपने शूट किया या जितने भी सीक्वेंसेस थे आपके फाइटिंग सीक्वेंस, कितना आप सावधान रहे और सतर्क रहे कि आपको लगी नहीं चोट, you know, preparations के दौरान?
Thank you for reminding me about Savdhan. I was very scared, of course, because I was nursing a back injury. So, but yeah, the action director and the director Anna, they took very good care of me. But yeah, when you're doing stunts and you know all these Pehlwani thing, he was throwing me, I was trying to throw him. So you are scared, but that being scared is part of being aware of your surroundings, not to get hurt. But yeah, it was fun. Except all that that amber powder and everything which was on our hands and legs and in the hair and everywhere. So, taking a bath after that was the most strenuous part. Shooting was fun.
There's something I need to add to this. While doing Kushti, the irony of it is there cannot be a harness. We cannot wear a harness. Like in normal stunts where there are clothes, we wear harness and it's like, it's easy to do certain stunts. Idhar to sirf ek, yeah.
Good.
Where do you put what? You can't create an entire body after that. It's not possible. And that made Sushant increase his smoking. Every time a shot was called, before, after, middle, he used to smoking like madness because he was so worried. I mean, he made me also feel better because I was realizing I was not the only one worried. Those people, they just throw themselves like as though they're just some tennis ball, yeah? They just come, boom! And we both used to look at each other, oh, who's who in this? This is the guy who's going down? Okay. While seeing this sport, man, that there's a lot of mud and everything, looks very easy. I mean, hats off to all those Kushti people and the Pehlwaans, I guess, the way they throw themselves. If there is a part 2, I would like to be the mentor, man.
Sudeep sir, hi. Ruchita here from Peeping Moon. Sir, firstly, the trailer is very nice. Congratulations. Sir, the film is in 5 languages, but Hindi is one such language wherein the weightage is given more. Any reason for it?
Yes, ma'am. Because it's one is also a national language, ma'am. Hindi is where it all starts from, and I guess if Hindi didn't have that weightage, all your whole fraternity of Hindi would be south. And it all starts here. I mean, it is there. It is always having a weightage, ma'am, nothing like that. And of course, the penetration of the language across the globe is much larger in comparison. So I guess there is a reason to everything.
Many congratulations to Team Pehlwaan. This is Simran Singh here from First Post. So my question is to Suniel sir and Kichcha sir. This sport, Kushti and Pehlwaan, is not been explored much in Bollywood. The last few films that were on the sports were Dangal and Sultan. And whereas when we compare it to regional cinema, we have that Bahubali, Saira, we have films which are homegrown and which have that mitti ki khushbu. So what do you think, where does it lack to come out with such films? What's your take on that, to both?
I think you've seen the trend in the last few years that sport is become an integral part of cinema, and likewise, true stories and biopics. So somewhere down the line, I think it is a trend, a general trend, that new subjects are being accepted. Films are being accepted across the board. Even if you see the South films, the emotions are so strong that even when they're dubbed films, they're consumed most. I mean, every time I watch my staff at home watching a film, I know for a fact that he's watching a South film and not probably a Hindi film, and that's what happens 9 out of 10 times. Because they've kept the emotion always intact. And I think continuing that and continuing the trend, I think Pehlwaan is a film which is there at the right time because it's a mix of emotion and sport. You're talking about wrestling. Boxing is also a very, very integral part of this film. And the reason why he becomes a boxer is also a reason that is very, very emotional. So I think it's a mix of both, and the timing being right. And you're seeing these kind of films, not necessarily wrestling. You're seeing sport that India is winning medals at the international level that is going to be exposed time and again now.
Same thing.
Same thing. Thank you so much. Ji, yeah, one last question we'll take, ma'am.
Thank you for the question. Yes, the TV journey was really nice. I'm not saying that I don't love TV anymore, but हमेशा एक स्टेप आगे बढ़ना अच्छा होता है. और आज मैं यहाँ हूँ और जिन लोगों के साथ मैं बैठी हूँ और मैं काम कर रही हूँ, मैं बहुत खुशनसीब समझती हूँ अपने आप को. और बहुत ही अच्छा सफ़र रहा है. जहाँ भी जो भी फिल्म करी, जिस भी लैंग्वेज में, उन्होंने अप्रिशिएट किया है, उन्होंने अपनाया है, और यही उम्मीद करती हूँ कि ये फिल्म देखने के बाद भी लोग वही उसी तरह का प्यार देंगे। और जहाँ तक रोल की बात है, जो मैं कैरेक्टर कर रही हूँ उसका नाम है रुक्मणी। स्ट्रॉन्ग है, इमोशनल है, दो तरह के शेड्स हैं कैरेक्टर में, जो कि आपको फर्स्ट हाफ और सेकंड हाफ में देखने को मिलेगा। आई विल नॉट से दैट ये बहुत ही रेगुलर रोल है। इट इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट टू प्ले एंड इमोशनली वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर टू प्ले। सो उसे निभाना और वो रोल मिलना बहुत ही फर्स्ट फिल्म आपकी कन्नड़ा में है, और उस तरह का बिलीफ दिखाना कि हाँ मैं कर सकती हूँ। सो बहुत ही आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू कृष्णा सर एंड स्वप्ना मैम कि उन्होंने सोचा कि ये कैरेक्टर मुझ पर जाएगा, एंड आई एम वेरी ग्लैड।
बस हाँ,
Sorry, ma'am, he was. नहीं. I heard three voices.
he's saying कि क्वेश्चन क्या था जी?
मेरा सवाल आपसे है कि आपने हिंदी में डबिंग की है और क्या आप अपनी फेस पे डबिंग पसंद करते हैं?
I love dubbing, ma'am. I think that's the best way to improvise what's not done. That was my voice, what you heard in the last show. All my films, normally what I have done in Hindi, I dub my own self.
थैंक यू सो मच लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन। और अब एक बहुत बड़ी चीज आ रही है जिसके बाद कुछ नहीं आ सकता। लाओ, आ जाओ। सो वी गॉट दिस एंड इट्स टाइम फॉर अ क्विक फोटो ऑप, एंड ये जिसको आप बोलेंगे मैं दे दूंगा, है ना? सो वील रिमूव द चेयर्स, या, एंड वील हैव अ क्विक फोटो ऑप। एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए। वी हैड अ वंडरफुल इंटरेक्शन विद दिस अमेजिंग कास्ट एंड क्रू ओवर हियर। कृष्णा सर, superb it is, and thank you so much.